Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears Radio, No More Black Tears podcast. We do it for our people. You know what I'm saying? Verteezy, C's and C's, Mr. DJ Rose. What's going on? We talking about this week, man. We do it for our people.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, man. So basically, there was a conversation about Vices. You know, Chance had dropped the album that should be in contention for Album of the Year for hip hop at the Grammys. And the album was so good, a podcast was talking about niggas need vices. Niggas need things to happen in their life to create great art. Because for those who know, like he went through a nasty divorce and then this album came out. C's Rose, what do y'all think about the conversation of people needing vices to be able to accomplish like great things, as well as like just how do vices affect people on a day-to-day basis?
Bullshit. I don't feel like. What was he talking about? What I say last week? I said some shit basically like, so these sound like the people that feel like you have to struggle in order to succeed, which I mean, like, that's just a part of life. Like, struggling, you don't actually have to, like, suffer or go through shit. But I mean, at the same time, I agree. Everybody has a vice. Like, everybody has something that's negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you smoke cigarettes, or oh, you're selfish, you're a narcissist. Something. Everybody has something. I feel like everybody does have a vice. It's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but I don't necessarily agree with the. It's like the conversation's like, oh, I trust people who struggle, or people you got to understand the struggle. It's like it's different ways to achieve, you know, be successful and, you know, do things, man.
I will say this, man. A lot of my favorite artists, they done went through things in their life to achieve great things. Like, people say, like, all the time, I wish Joe Jackson would have been, you know, easier on Mike. I don't know, man. We might not get Thriller. We might not get You Rock My World. We might not get Remember the Time. We might not get Bad if Joe Jackson wasn't the kind of father he was to Mike. Like, you know, you kind of sometimes, Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite artists of all time. And if you know his story with his father and him losing Tammy Terrell, we might not get some of the songs that he's produced throughout his career. You know, like even with Kanye West, after his mom passed, he created like an amazing album after that. Like a lot of times you kind of got to have certain things happen. I think R. Kelly's probably the greatest R&B artist of all time. And that man can't read. You know, and he grew up in a single-parent household in Chicago. Me and Rose talk about all the time when it comes to the league. We're not going to get them struggle babies no more in the league. Like, when we watch the NBA and NFL, y'all remember how it used to look like? People used to look like they used to be dying on the field. Like, they was giving their heart and soul and blood. Like, someone like Allen Iverson, you know, someone like Randy Moss, someone like Terrell Owens, because these niggas literally came from nothing.
Quick sidebar about that. It's like I seen somebody just talk about the same fucking thing. It was I forgot who it was, but they said this is actually what the fuck the players wanted, because it's like you as a parent, you don't want your kid to go through what you went through. So it's like, yeah, we made some of the greatest fucking players ever because they were struggling. They're like, this is all they had. This is what they wanted. They wanted to play ball, whether it's basketball, football. They wanted, but it was like, this is what y'all asked for. This is what y'all wanted. So it's like, AAU. So I mean, even the kids from the hood, they still playing at private schools. They're playing AAU. They're getting money. So it's like the game's just different. This is what I asked for.
I mean, it is, man. But I do feel like when you're going through things and like that does make it easier. But as far as like vices in general, I just feel like it's a part of life. I feel like, if you're a human being, if you got blood pumping through your veins right now, if you're breathing oxygen right now, you're going to have some type of vice. Your vice might not be my vice. My vice might be your vice. Like we're gonna have something that distracts us, something that takes away, something that probably hinders us a little bit on a morality standpoint, only from the simple point of we're human beings and we all need something to take the edge off. Whether it's you had a long day at work and it's like, hey, I'm gonna eat some chocolate ice cream, or I'm gonna smoke a cigar, or I'm gonna drink some alcohol, or I'm gonna roll up a blunt. Like we all need something. You might go home and play video games. We all need something to kind of balance us out and make us sane. Like them vices kind of bring you back to reality after you've had a stressful day or a stressful week.
Yeah, cause I know like some weeks, man, I just can't wait to go home and smoke some crack. Like I'd be at work all day, like dog. Can't wait till the day's over so I can smoke some crack.
And Lawrence Taylor had his career high in sacks after he smoked some crack.
He in the game all games like dog. I can't wait till the game over so I can smoke some more crack. So that's how I'll be sometime on Friday. Like dog, can't wait till tonight. I can just sit back and chill and have me a drink and just and watch the game, or watch the Lakers come on tonight. Sit back and just have a nice cold brewski on a Saturday and watch Georgia play. Or go go out with my homeboys to the city and go to pinups and watch it shake. Watch it shake and then watch it quake. Hand clap. But those are the things that people look forward to. If we can't have that, well, man, what can we have? Some people say like, oh, you don't have to drink alcohol to party. And you're like, yeah, you don't. But doesn't it make it so much funner?
For sure, bro. For sure. And I saw this video today. Speaking of that, it said, you don't have to drink alcohol to have fun. Yeah, you don't need running shoes to run. Yeah. But it makes it easier.
It makes it better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that, man. ACs, when do you think vices go from being helpful to destructive to individuals?
I don't necessarily think they're helpful. It's just a thing you have and you deal with it. When it comes to like when it's hindering you from living your life, like relationships, working, hindering you from success, like when it's becoming a hindrance in your life, like, hey, you smoke cigarettes, but now you got asthma, you know what I'm saying? Or hey, you like to bake cakes and shit, but you got diabetes now, so shit like that, or like certain behaviors, like just anytime it holds you back or prevents you from actually prospering in life,
Yeah, so it's like you don't get high off your own supply, and like say you serving, and then you mess around and start getting high off your own supply. That's gonna be your downfall. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's got to be a balance, and it's like that with everything. It's always about balancing, and also like we're eating like portion sizes. It's always a certain amount of everything that you can have, but you just don't need to go over that certain amount. Like with me, if I say, yeah, I'm only gonna have 3 drinks tonight, but those 3 drinks could be a whole glass of liquor.
Yeah. I'm only going to have 1 drink. Then you fill up a 22-ounce glass.
Yeah, this is my 1 drink. But I said that I was only going to have 1 drink. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't say what the proportion was going to be now.
Yeah, so it's like, So it's like that. So it's like yeah. So it's like you just gotta, and it's always about being mindful because when it comes, I think when it comes to vices, it's all about it's a selfish thing because like yeah, maybe I have this vice, but it's not working out for everybody, but it's working out for me. You know what I'm saying? And the people around me, they might not like it because it don't it make me do something different or something, or it makes me do something else, or it has you looking. You know what I'm saying? Just different. It could be anything, but it doesn't affect me like that. But it affects people around you, and it's like it's it's an issue, but technically it ain't an issue for it, just yourself. You know what I'm saying? But people around you are seeing the issue or it's causing an issue for people around you, but it might not cause an issue for yourself.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I agree with what you're saying and a combination of what you're both saying. When it starts impeding your process in life, so you can't go to work because you want to get high, drunk, play video games or whatever, or it's affecting your relationships with your friends and family to the point they don't want to be around you, they don't want to deal with you because you're belligerent or you're just neglecting them because you want to just play video games all day, or you're too drunk to actually be around them. Like that's when I feel like it becomes a problem. So, before we move on, what's advice that you probably had in the past that's no longer advice no more, and what made you just give it up? And is there advice that you might possibly still have that you feel comfortable sharing?
Shit, used to drink too damn much. Used to drink like a damn fish. Be up 4 and 3, 4 days on, 3 days off, 12-hour shifts. You get 3 days off. The first day you go out, you get fucked up. The second day you go out, you get fucked up. The third day, you try not to get fucked up, but shit, that's your recovery day. You don't do shit all else. And advice now, maybe sometimes maybe I can be too tuned into my own what I'm focused on. I'm too tapped in. This phrase goes from Pharrell. He said, sometimes you're too tapped in. You need to take a look at the bigger picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it back off what you said, see, 'cause I remember years ago when I was younger, I used to get blackout drunk every Friday. Me and my homeboy, Lil Joe, we would get blackout drunk every Friday. I'm talking about every Friday. But it would be so much fun. We have so much fun. We might go to the club, or we just might be chilling at somebody's house or at a kickback or something. And we would he would buy a bottle, I would buy a bottle, and by the end of the night, both them bottles gone. And we both wake up the next morning and be like, "Hey man, so what happened?" And he telling me, "Oh shoot, man, I don't know." I said, "Me either. I blacked out." He said, "Yeah, me too." And it's like that was yeah, it was fun, but it's like you missed a lot of the fun that you had because you can't remember it. And so I don't get blackout drunk every Friday anymore. Now, advice now probably would be it'll probably still be well, advice now that I have, I think probably keeping it real too much sometimes. I'm gonna take an easy one. Keeping it real too much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like just keeping it real too much, you know what I'm saying? And when I could probably just not say anything at all, but just keeping it real too much and then just causing some kind of argument or some kind of a disagreement or some kind of like just anything or just causes people to like, man, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, why you got to keep it real all the time? You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing, probably.
Yeah, man. One I used to have, and it used to be a real bad one, like a real bad one. And MGH, when he hit us, he gonna definitely nod his head. Pussy man hoes, cause I could probably do a 2 hour episode just telling. I used to tell MGH back in the day, man, I got some hotels for you. Like yeah, I used to be real bad with that, man. Like out here just like fuck it, bruh. I'm taking a 2 hour drive just to get some pussy or whatever. So definitely like sex was definitely a vice of mine when I was younger. That was really really bad, and I had to like get to the point where it's like I gotta chill out on this, man. I can't just do whatever for the pussy, man. I gotta kind of be like C's. Not all pussy is good pussy. Currently, it probably would be maybe cigars. Cigars would be the vice that I have right now, even more so than drinking, because I'll drink more like socially, but like cigars, I'll smoke cigars by myself. You know, and when I do smoke cigars, like especially if we go out and y'all have seen us out and about before, we might be in the club. Y'all might see me with 5 cigars, and I smoke like 4 of them in a 3-4 hour session. Like I'll go through some cigars real quick or whatever. So that probably be it right there. Probably be cigars, man. But like I'll say this right here. I know y'all didn't really express why those vices are still there for y'all. Like I just find cigars very relaxing, very smooth, soothing, very calming for me, and it brings me a lot of peace. Is there a reason why y'all have those vices y'all have at this moment?
Yeah, just because lots of growing up, I usually didn't never say anything to people. I would just sit there and just listen. And then as you grow up, you know what I'm saying, you grow older, you get wiser and things like that. It's like it's like now it's like I'm just not gonna let it, just not say anything at all. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna speak my mind and keep it real.
Tell my truth.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like yeah, before I might not say nothing. I just might just sit there and just be quiet and just think in my head. But now it's like, you know what I'm saying, as you get older, you got your own stuff. I'm out here by myself, you know what I'm saying? I'll just me myself and I. So I can say keep it real. I can keep it real and I can still go home and still be the same person. It might hurt somebody's feelings, but I feel better about myself because I said something, I spoke up, you know what I'm saying? So
what about you, C? Why do you have the vice you have at the moment? Before we wrap up.
Wired that way. Too many times looking around, everybody acts like they so focused on community or everybody else, man. Got to the point where it was like, fuck it, man. Focus on yourself. Do your own shit.
Yeah, man. So a lot of times people might create vices because of trauma in their life, and sometimes it's just because of stress and relaxation, man. So it could definitely cause a lot of tears for people in your life. So moving on to TNT, y'all.
Tears or no tears, Dynamite.
So I know a lot of people had tears for this one because I even know people personally that said they had tickets to the concert.
To people that lied about it, or they had it for real. Oh, my bad. Never mind. Go ahead.
So NBA YoungBoy had a concert in Atlanta. He had like back-to-back days. After playing the diss song to King Von with his homeboy, what was it, Little Timmy?
Yeah, the guy that killed King Von, Little Tim.
Little Tim.
It was a diss song, Gucci diss, Lil Durk diss, and he named somebody else is on that song too. Who was it? Do you know who it is? Sees? Yeah, but yeah, somebody else is he dissing somebody else on that song too.
So after performing that song, one night, his second night got canceled. Sees, what you think about this?
Ain't the nigga on probation or something?
No, Trump.
He got off.
Yeah, remember then Trump, Clement, or
and then like, so speaking of the president, this nigga gonna name his tour NASA Make America Street Again or some stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, hey, like when I heard, as soon as I seen that shit, and I'm like, man, fuck you, dude. Like the younger crowd seems to love these niggas because I seen like all the videos I seen, they was fucking lit, like fucking turning up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's, I guess a certain crowd, a portion of this generation, he's one of the top rappers out right now. I mean, as far as work ethic, I mean, I remember he had a song, I Feel Like a Gucci Man in 2006. At that time, the way he was dropping mixtapes, it was fucking true. But, like, I don't listen to none of his shit anymore. Like, he used to have a couple songs, but I like his hustle. But besides all the stupid shit, like, I mean, let the kids enjoy that shit, the younger crowd. Like, but as far as I'm canceling shit, like, nigga, you're supposed to be off. You're supposed to be chilling the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill the fuck out, dude.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears from counseling, and I'm kind of glad they did because them people was tearing people's stuff up. They was tearing the arena up. They had it smoked out. They was breaking the people's cars where everybody was inside their arena. You know what I'm saying? Then this ain't, and this is not the first time one of his shows got, because his Chicago show got canceled too. So it's like, but
Oh, he's
he,
gonna get killed in Chicago.
so it's like he is he probably lost that because that concert probably made about $2 million. And I know he won't get all that 2 million, but he would have got a lot of it because that's what the rappers make their or entertainers make their money off the shows. So he probably doesn't care, but that's a lot of money just to be thrown away. But I ain't got no tears.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears either. Only, I mean, now I do got tears. I got tears for the fans because you paid your money. I know they probably refunded them, but you never know how people took time off, rented hotels, Airbnbs, probably planned a whole trip
Get
in.
your money back, man.
Yeah, but you got an Airbnb and hotel and all that other stuff. You took time off, like all that can be a lot, man, when you're doing all that kind of stuff. And you was looking forward to this concert because this is probably an artist that you really enjoy listening to their music, and you probably wanted to see him tour. And YoungBoy is one of those artists that doesn't really tour like that. Like this is, I think, the first big tour he's done since he's been at this height of his career. So yeah, I feel sorry for those people. But as far as him, I mean, come on, bro. Why would you play a diss song on all these different people, knowing the stuff that's happened in hip hop the last 5 years with all these killings and murders and all this craziness? Like, this is just the issue with some of these young niggas, man. And this is the reason why they did the Mount Rushmore of young niggas in hip hop. He was one of the fake faces on the Mount Rushmore, man, because it don't make sense for you to do that. And I remember, I forgot that he was even 26, 25, because I was like, yo, YoungBoy been rapping since I was in college. And I was in college in like 2012. I remember his name started popping in the industry around 2014, 2015. Then I had to look it up. Yo, he been rapping since he was 16. That's crazy, nigga. You not even 30 yet, bruh. But you've been in the industry long enough to where it's like you shouldn't even be doing stuff like this, man. So yeah, I got tears for the fans because there was definitely people who probably wanted to see him perform that missed out on seeing him perform. Moving on to more black shit, but more positive black shit though. Mackenzie Scott, billionaire, the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, donated $63 million to Morgan State, which is the biggest donation in that college's history, man. I got tears of joy, man, because I know you said C's is probably just a tax write-off for her, and it probably is, but it's still dope to see a white person support a HBCU, support black people, man, because we need more of that in America. Because we talked on the podcast, what was it, a year and a half, 2 years ago, about the fact that these HBCUs need financial support, that it's hard for them to do the stuff that that these other big universities do, because the donors don't give back as much as these other big schools. So the fact that you have someone that did not attend this school who said, hey, I want to donate to an HBCU in Baltimore, and she donated $63 million, which is a large sum of money to be donated, that's really dope. And I hope it motivates the other alums from the school. Well, I hope it motivates the alum from the school, because she's not an alum, to try to donate something to the school, because this means better facilities for the students, better gyms, better classrooms, libraries, technology. This really can help the school out a lot, man. So yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna say I had tears, but I mean, she's actually been one of the few billionaires, especially after she left Bezos. She literally got the money and gave more than half that shit away. So I mean, respect to her. She's always doing something something with philanthropy. So she's always giving money away. Shout out to Morgan State, be more. One of the smaller HBCUs. Hopefully they use some of that money. I know they got a great forgot what program they got, but they got a great I want to say a teaching program. One of their like majors is real big on like teaching or something like education. something like that. But hopefully they use the money the right way. But shout out to her. Made more billionaires and millionaires following her footsteps and actually do shit to help people.
Yeah, I got tears of joy because what it do? What it do? What it do? Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, you.
And you. And what it do? And so yeah, shout out to the Baltimore family, you know what I'm saying? Snoop and all the guys that played in The Wire, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. But yeah, I got tears of joy, man. I was happy to see that. And I want to see a lot more of it, though. I want to see a lot more of it. Don't let it be a one-off thing. Keep it going. Keep it going. Pass the train along. Pass the train along. Keep it going.
Yeah, man. Talking about pass it along, keep it going. Something that apparently did not get passed along. There was 4 police officers in Augusta, Georgia that went to the Chick-fil-A off of Robert C. Daniel Parkway. And when they went, and 3 of them was white, the 3 white officers got free meals. When the black officer got up there, he didn't get a free meal. And it became a big controversy. C's, man, what's your thoughts on this?
Come back to me, man.
Okay. Yeah, I got tears. Yeah, because what they say? He said, you could be an athlete, you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could be a cop. But guess what you still is? A nigga. You still a nigga. That's what they say. Yeah, Negro, please. So he was like, and it was just funny. I'm glad they brought some light to it, and they said what they said, but they apologized to him. But it's sad to see, and you wish stuff like that didn't happen. But it's like, and if you go to do it, don't make it be so obvious. But you shouldn't even be doing it in the first place, man. So
it kind of took me back. That's why I said come back to me, because I literally had to gather my thoughts. And I'm like, yo, this shit is kind of ironic, because it's like we were talking about it before the pod. We're like, you seen all of us get out the same vehicle. Or if you didn't, you seen us walk in together. We got on the same fucking uniform from the same fucking department. That shit is so blatant. Like it's literally, and like this shit actually made a lot of news. Like it was popping up on Shula King did a post on this shit, and it's like I ain't never heard of that, no shit like that, where you get a free meal just for being law enforcement. Which credit to y'all, I guess. I wouldn't do that shit if I owned. But I mean, it's so blatant. It's like you can't deny that you literally went out your way. Most people be like, hey, let's just say they are racist. It's 3 white guys. I'm just gonna give this N-word some food just so it doesn't look funny or cause any controversy. I don't like you, but just so it doesn't cause, but you literally go out your way and issue an apology afterwards.
So do y'all think it was a black person or a white person that did it?
Oh, you know who it was.
White person.
What's your thoughts, Vertizi?
I got tears because to someone who's in law enforcement, it's definitely sad to see that. I've gotten discounts. I'm not even going to make it seem like I haven't in many different places, even at Chick-fil-A in Augusta. Not that particular Chick-fil-A, but a different location in Augusta. I'm surprised that happened. I will say this. Sometimes you do have to ask for it, but even with that being said, in this situation, he shouldn't have had to ask. Because if literally they all came together, 3 of them in front of him got the discount, they should have just been like, okay, he's an officer too, because they're all in uniform, then they all should got a discount. But I will say this, sometimes some of the people at the register won't know about it, don't think about it, and if you tell them, hey, I'm first responder, I'm supposed to get a discount, they'll be like, oh, my bad, sir. They give you the discount, they give you the food for free. In this situation, I'm not giving them that excuse because you literally rung up 3 officers beforehand for free. So obviously this was intentional because this person was black. And that's something that's kind of sad. Because to your point, I heard what you said. It's the old Kanye West thing, man. Like, you can drive a Benz, but you still a nigga in a coupe. Let's talk about something that's affecting a lot of people on the federal level in law enforcement and other branches. This government shutdown, y'all, man. What y'all think about it?
Same bullshit they always pull every single year. And if you think you're not affected by government funding, you are in some fashion because everything is affected, whether it's highways, flood control, FEMA, natural disasters. There's funding that's given to the states. Military's not getting paid. The IRS is literally shut down. So it touches you. All these different agencies. Maybe it would have been a good thing if they actually did shut down half of these shits. But they don't even function normal when they're actually funded. They don't even function the fucking way they're supposed to. Whether it's the fucking IRS or FEMA, people getting fucking money for and then all the federal workers literally props up the economy. There's so many people that work for the government just doing shit. Jobs you don't think about, agencies you don't think about, whether somebody's a fucking admin at the EPA or somebody's an admin at the I don't know, some fucking agency that does some shit that you never fucking think about. So I mean, it's fucked up what he's doing. Will he literally have money to fucking fuck up the White House or build your fucking your side of the White House? So, I mean, it's fucked up what they do. Congress is still getting paid. Why don't we start taking their paychecks? This shit, y'all do this shit all the time, man.
Yeah, I got tears because like a lot of people ain't gonna be able to eat next month. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna have food stamps if this government shutdown doesn't come back up. And it's like it's only two people are gonna be happy about it, and that's Nate and Verteezy. You know what I'm saying? Because he go say, I ain't got no money to feed my kids. And he said, when I'm gonna get my money, Nate?
When I'm done.
When I'm finished. That's what Trump said. When I'm gonna get my food stamps, Trump? When I'm finished doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I got tears, man. I got tears. Verteezy. Tears or no tears?
I ain't got no tears, man. I mean, if I do got tears, they tears of joy. Like, hey, I love seeing shit like this because this just means pussy got cheaper. Like, this just means that, hey, I said this on an episode, what was it, like 2 years ago? We was in Atlanta. I said, hey, man, the best times to ask for pussy is around the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, a hoe's birthday, or their kid's birthday. And let me tell you, I forgot to mention, when the government shuts down. Yeah. Because they ain't got them food stamps.
No, EBT.
Hey, man, I already had 3 hoes hit my line up saying, hey, how you been? What's going on? You doing well? And these are hoes I ain't heard for like in 3 months.
So tell me this, like, so does the government shutdown affect
beggars?
Yeah.
Me and hoes that sell pussy?
No, dancers and prostitutes.
Well, I've had hoes like that say, yeah, this government shutdown got me fucked up, man. I'm fucked up right now. Like, bitch, when did selling pussy become a federal job?
You know when it did? Because they tricks. They ain't got nobody to give it to them.
Hey, that's what it is, man. So, yeah, nah, man. If anything, I got tears of joy, man, because this just made buying pussy a lot easier, man. If y'all was going for 80, y'all going for 40 now. If y'all was going 40, y'all going for 25. So y'all gonna get whatever I give y'all. And when y'all gonna get it? When I'm finished. For MGH, shout out MGH. This is a sign that, hey, I was put here to show you that you ain't doing what you supposed to do. So when you see me on top of you, that lets you know you ain't did what you were supposed to do in your life.
I can't believe this fat motherfucker's on top of me right now. He's sweating all in my face.
When you see them sweat, when you see them beads of sweat dropping your forehead and getting your iron burn, that's God telling you, ho, do better.
You gotta be greater.
You gotta be greater.
Stay out the bind. Stay out the bind.
Hey, speaking of what I'm gonna be doing for the next month and a half, there was a one-night stand that went viral. So there was this woman who had a one-night stand in a man's house, refused to leave to the point where the police was called, and she was telling the police that he kept putting his hands on her. Rose, you sent this shit, so break it down a little further.
Yeah, so he asked her to leave. He didn't want to leave, so he called the police on her, told her like she won't leave. And then so the police ain't do no, I take it back. he kept telling her to leave. She wouldn't leave. So she called the police. Was like, he putting his hands on me. He trying to do this and this and that. Police just said, didn't do nothing. So then he ended up calling the police back and saying, man, she got to go, man. She lying on me, all kind of other stuff. But she did not want to leave. And the police just telling her, hey, man, you got to go. But he's outside the house and she's in his house like it's his crib. And he's like, man, I just want her to leave. And it's like, I don't know what's wrong with these hoes. But, man, I got tears for Buddy because he was going through it. He was going through it. She was taking him through there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say.
That damn song now, bro. Do that. But, like, technically, he's in the right because, like, she trespassing, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to put hands on. So, technically, she was right. She wasn't lying. She was just lying that she was being harmed. That's where she fucked up at. It was like, I am trying to remove you from the premises and the property. It's like, bitch, get out. And it's like, she must have been in love or she just needed a place to stay. That's what it was. She needed a place to stay.
Yeah, that was a homosexual right there.
I ain't know women could. They don't say women can be homosexual. It's just that bitch trying to get in where she fit in. You know what I mean? So, yeah, crazy, man.
Yeah, man. That's crazy as fuck to me, man. Like, you supposed to get the dick and leave, shawty. You trying to stay for days? Man, and I done seen videos like that. I done seen videos of niggas posting saying, man, this girl been here 2 days, man. And and her mom been calling her saying she got to come pick up her kids. Shawty, go back to your kids. Like, what's up with you hoes? Like, to be honest, this really should have been what's wrong with you hoes, bro. Because I don't know what's wrong with these hoes. What's wrong with these hoes, y'all?
What's wrong with them?
Like this thing, like you like to say, bad coochie management.
Exactly. So in this next one, there was a pod that was talking about, is there such a thing as bad coochie? What is bad coochie? And how do fellas know? We all done had enough coochie in our lifetime to kind of answer this question. C's, have you had bad coochie, and what do you define as bad coochie?
Let's just open up the pen pad. I got the stylus out. I'm popping out. You hear that, people? Popping out like the Palm Pilot, that stylus. I wrote this shit down. Nah, stank coochie, dry coochie, BV coochie, BO, what is it, VD coochie. It's bad coochie is any coochie that's gonna mess up the sex. So if it's like, if your bitch stink, the bitch is dry, the bitch is infected, she nasty, and then the coochie's attached to a terrible bitch. Sometimes the coochie is great, but the bitch done made the shit so like you want to just fuck. Like, give me the pussy and disappear till I get my shit off. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, with hoes like that, it's like, no, I don't even want to hit because, after you hit, it's going to be like that buddy. She ain't going to want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Or she going to be begging for something, or she going to be just blowing your phone up. You know what I'm saying? All kind of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's some bad.
Anything coochie that gives you PNC, post-nut clarity, where you're like,
there we go.
It felt good at the moment, but that was fucking bad coochie. Like, it might have felt good for the moment. Afterwards, sometimes it could have been great sex, but it's just every time you fuck her, or every time just the shit that goes along with it. Sometimes it's not bad coochie's not just physical. Sometimes it's actual other shit too.
Yeah, I think, but on the real, I don't think there's a such thing as a bad coochie unless, like you said, one thing, it has some kind of disease, it's rancid.
Yeah, I mean,
other than
textbook.
Other than that, I don't think there is a bad coochie. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them are all the same. Some of them are a little looser, some are a little tighter, some of them are a little bigger, some are a little smaller. But they all prove the same purpose.
Let me add, loose coochie is bad.
No, it's not. Sometimes you don't want no walls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just want to get in and slide in and get out. You know what I'm saying? You
Slide.
don't want no walls. Like, because
slide down the hallway.
Because tight coochie might not be fun either, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you hurting me. So if I had to choose between super tight and super loose, I'll probably go with sorry UGK, I can't go with super tight. Yeah, I'm going with super loose. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that was a nice album, UGK, super tight.
Yeah, for me, man, it's what y'all said to start off with. Like, does it stink? Does it got some kind of disease? That's just typical. But as far as like the feel, man, it's just, well, first of all, before we get into the actual sex, it's like, for me, it's not too tight, it's not too loose. It's almost like Three Little Bears, you know, like it was just right. And it's hard to describe that for me. Like, I'm saying for me, like, I don't want no pussy that's too tight, but I don't want no pussy that you throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Like, I want to feel like I can feel the walls a little bit, but I can get in there and maneuver how I want to maneuver. I can visit this part of Pussy Town. I can then take a detour to this part of Pussy Town. I can see different stuff that's going on, you know, and have my little fun. Now, as far as the sex,
before you get to there, because Shawty said in the song, she said, if this stuff ain't tight enough, you can put it in my...
Yeah, man, I ain't trying to fuck you in the ass, man. Yeah, man, I ain't locked up in prison, man. I ain't trying to get no boosie, you know. You know, so now I'm good on that, Shawty. And then the other thing would just be like, if you're a pillow princess, like, and this is for me, this is for how I like to fuck. So I'm gonna speak for myself. Now, I like a bitch that like to get on top of that thing and ride it, man, and bounce up and down. So like that's the other aspect of it too for me is, are you a hoe that is not just lazy? You willing to put that work in, like Missy Elliott said, like freak on it, work it out and all that different stuff. If you willing to do that, like for the most part, pussy's gonna be straight for me. But in general, man, most niggas, there's almost no such thing as bad pussy. Because did I get the pussy or no? If I got the pussy, then it was good pussy. Now, there might be some overpriced pussy. You might have paid a high price for that pussy, whether it was financially, whether it was your relationship or your marriage, or whether it was you just basically stayed out all night and you was like, damn, that pussy wasn't worth it for what I went through to get it. But, you know, at the end of the day, pussy's going to be pussy for the most part.
So it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it don't be worth it. Not if you pay what that nigga Thanos said, man. Like, hey, was it worth it? What did you have to give up? He said everything. Like sometimes, man, if you in divorce court and that bitch took 50% of your shit, you gotta think, was that Tuesday night in November worth it? It might not have been worth it. If you gave a bitch $800 because she said, what, Rose? My rent $800.
My rent $800. But yeah, I say in the projects, but it's still $800.
Hey, you might not be worth it, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I done had some pussy that I was like, damn, I gave that bitch too much money. Then I saw her a couple months later and I got it for free. And I was like, oh, you know what? That pussy actually pretty good. I just overpaid for it the first time, man.
So it wasn't worth paying $1,000?
I ain't never paid that. You gotta ask Juice Man. We need Juice Man at the table. Because I'm still looking for what $1,000 pussy look like, what it feel like. So I want to ask him so he can tell me what $1,000 pussy feel like.
I'm telling you how I feel like. It look like money, smell like money, feel like money. Shout out to Ralph. Yo, Ralph.
Bro, if I fuck some $1,000 pussy, when my dick come out of the pussy, it needs to look more distinguished.
No, it's gonna be gold. It's gonna come out. You stick it in, and you come out, it's gonna be gold.
Exactly, bro. I need to be like
just like the rapper
Austin Powers, bro. Gold member, dog.
Just like the Madden rapper. You put it in, and they pull it out, and it's gold. But sometimes you pull it in, you pull it out, and it's red, and then you might be kind of scared. And you might end up dead.
But it sounds like that's some alien pussy right there, y'all. Speaking of that, man, I found the topic of the night is aliens. Now, this is a topic that we've discussed, you know, a couple years ago when we first started the pod. And me and C's got together, I want to say last year, and we said there's certain topics that we talked about our first year on the pod, and we feel like we owe it to y'all. What you always say, Rose? We do it for what?
We do it for our people.
We do it for the people. We feel like certain topics we should revisit because we've gotten better as a podcast. Our equipment and sound has gotten better, and we've gotten better at articulating ourselves. And certain topics deserve a revisiting. C's, what's your thoughts on aliens?
Okay, so I don't necessarily believe in aliens, but I do think there's something out there. All these depictions of ancient civilizations, whether it's the Sumerians, the Egyptians, other African, African and Native American, stuff like the pyramids. Why the pyramids? There's 3 sets of pyramids. There's pyramids in Mexico. There's pyramids in Egypt, Kenya, Kemet, ancient Kemet. We're talking about civilizations that go back 2,500 years. 2,500 years. Like BC, AC, DC, all that. And there's just certain technologies that make you question, like, yo, how did this person think of this shit? Like electromagnetic, like the magnetic field, magnetism, and just different technologies. It's like, yo, the ancients knew some shit. They do some shit. It's like, and like you always say, Bertizzi, the shit it's got to come from somewhere. So I mean, I'm not saying aliens exist. I'm not saying they don't exist. Maybe. Here's a theory of mine. I look at a lot of historical shit, and if you're into spirituality at all, maybe some of these things, these apparitions, what people saw, they thought were aliens, are actually other dimensional beings, being demons, ghosts, etc., different things. And there's all these different theories. And like shit like Wendigos. Okay, here's a couple theories. If we talk to me now. The Anunnaki. This is basically supposed to be these beings from another planet. If you ever read the Nation of Islam's books, they talk about the Great Spaceship and that Caucasians were created in the lab. There's all these different theories that the moon's actually a hollow shell, or it used to be a habitable planet. There's all these different theories, and then so much shit going on, and there's like rumors that Area 51 files are going to be released by the government, and they keep seeing stuff in the sky. So I mean, I don't think aliens are aliens in the sense of, hey, we're going to come probe you, but there's definitely some other worldly things. And then before I pass it, there's a theory. There's 2 theories I want to talk about. There's the ice theory, that the North and the South Pole, there's literally an ice wall. You can't go past the ice wall. There's literally, like, you'll fall off the edge, or there's something blocking. And just like, I want to say one of these books, The Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, just like Godzilla, there's different levels of Earth, and there's theory traces to the Norse mythology, where there's different levels. So like the tree of life, the tree Earth's the tree. And there's different theories that give these different things, like, hey, we're on the middle level and the sky, and it's like we're basically in a bubble. So I mean, there's all these different theories that, like, hey, there's creatures coming from different dimensions and different areas, and these things people are seeing. And we're talking about the span throughout history. It's like, were they high? Were they seeing things they didn't understand that were really something else? So I mean, hey man, there's something out there.
Yeah, man. So I'll be honest, man. I feel like we're at a point now where I feel like if you feel like aliens don't exist, we already know them AT aliens exist. But if you feel like extraterrestrial aliens, don't exist, I feel like, what kind of world is you living in? Only for the simple fact of, man, me and MJ have this conversation all the time. I feel like it's almost ignorant to feel like in this whole universe, fuck the galaxy, like the galaxy's big as fuck. But when you get to the universe, which is like just so huge you can't even comprehend. It really just gets to the point where it's like, yo, man, there's no way that this rock we live on is the only form of intelligent life. Like there has to be another form of intelligent life. And to your point, C's, like there's just technology. When you look at like when they say aliens have visited Earth, it expanded so fast, so quickly in a 50, 60-year span compared to the rest of human civilization. When you look at stuff like the ancient pyramids, to this day, scientists don't understand how Egyptians was able to build the, pyramids, and how did they have the technology to actually do that. It's just a lot of unexplained stuff. Also, for someone like me who feel like Hollywood be putting stuff in movies, there's too many movies, there's too many TV shows that just talk about aliens and show so many different depictions of aliens, from being green little men to some of them looking humanoid, to some of them looking just so crazy, to them having super strength, to them having just all kind of other abilities. I just really think it's kind of hard not to envision a scenario where aliens actually don't exist, to be honest, at this point in time. Because even when you look at the Earth, there's still, like, I want to say 90% of organisms on the planet that we still haven't explored. In fact, they said that we've only explored 10% of our oceans and seas. Like, think about that, y'all. This is something that's here for us to easily explore, the oceans and seas. And scientists have said we've only explored 10% of the oceans and seas. So we don't even know all the creatures that live in the oceans and seas on the same planet we live on. Shit, wild to me.
Yeah, but it's like I see one of my friends on TikTok, man. He's an alien space god. Shout out to the space god. You know what I'm saying? He be going around the streets of Atlanta and zapping people. You know what I'm saying? All these earth holes and these earth niggas, Negroes. But yeah, man, shout out to the space god. You know what I'm saying? One of my friends on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. But he already done told y'all, man. It's plenty of other people like him that they just hidden. You know what I'm saying? He said some of the people are like the squirrels, like they face up, like, because they say Trump is a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we never know. But yeah, but it's got to be something. But I know the Air Force Base Area 51, they say they got stuff down there and that sort of thing. But it's like, we want to know. The people want to know.
Like, honestly, like, I kind of do, but I don't really give a fuck. Because it's like, well, I still got aliens come out tomorrow. Is they going to stop me from owning the bank on my bills? Probably not, unless they attack us.
Yeah, but what if you meet one and you become friends with them?
I have.
And then it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, it gives you the key to happiness. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I have met aliens before. You know, these crazy looking motherfuckers out here. You come across some aliens. Like, you remember that shit from Men in Black? Like, the way people be going around with some freaky shit, you be like, you gotta be from some other planet.
Yeah,
smoking them space rocks.
And we also see them because they be on the roofs all the time. The aliens be on the roof all the time. You know what I'm saying? Trump Cheesy said he go get rid of them. He said well, I said, you know what I'm saying, all these illegal aliens.
I do know one thing though. Shout out to Fabo, because he started shit on back here.
Hey man, that's what Space God probably that's from the Space God people. You know what I'm saying? You get high enough, you might be able to see through somebody and see a real alien. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna ask 3 questions before we close it out, and y'all take y'all time to answer them. So the very first question is, if I asked you, how do you think an alien look? How would you each describe what you think an alien look? Other than it could look like anything. Like if I just say, yo, aliens look like this, you describe, when you think of aliens, what do you think of?
I got 2. Humanoid creatures that are almost human but have reptilian features. Like, there's something about them they're related to humans or somehow human form, like they have hands, fingers, and then also this shit. And the other one is all these different depictions, like whether it's Egyptians, those creatures, those gods and those creatures. Like some of them are more animalish, but some of that shit is, that's probably alien. Like Tekutsunatlin or Quetzal and all them other gods and all that shit.
I think aliens look like insects. You know what I'm saying? They probably some kind of insects. And some of our insects might be aliens for real, you know what I'm saying? So I think they look like
octopuses are definitely aliens.
Yeah, so probably like insects or just like, or also like, they probably like the Martian, you know what I'm saying? Green, you know what I'm saying?
The little green men?
Yeah, something
like
that
maybe. From Fred Flintstone?
Yeah.
Flintstone, like,
yeah. So maybe they look like that. Or they could even look like the Predator, but I hope they don't look like the Predator.
Hell no.
Going to watch that one.
We don't stand a chance against them niggas. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of envision them. You was joking about octopuses. Something kind of like octopuses, though, to be honest. Like grayish, kind of color, multiple limbs, and not necessarily a strong physical structure, man. That's kind of how I kind of look at them. Second question. They exist. Let's say they exist. That's the universe we're going to live in. Where the fuck they are? Why haven't we seen them? Why the fuck are they not on Earth right now at this moment?
They ain't got no... Okay, I got 3. They don't have a fucking reason to actually come to Earth. They're just observing. It's just shit. Or maybe they died. They were here thousands and millions of years ago, and they died out. They set us up. They literally set civilization up. They fucked around and,
So if they died out, you think they sent their whole civilization here? Or the people they sent died out and never gave word back?
They tried to go back, and on the way, their whole civilization died out.
Oh, got you.
And then there's the other thing is, shit, where was I going? They don't exist. Or they're trying to stay away. They see how devastating humans can be, and they just want to stay the fuck away. But hey, if they exist, I want to be on some Vandal Savage shit on Young Justice. I'm trying to make Earth the number one the baddest motherfucking planet in this motherfucker on some Parliament George Clinton shit. I am all bad, the baddest motherfuckers on in this universe.
Yeah, I think they're just on their planet, like we're on that planet. You know how we can't go to other planets, we can't even go to the moon. But they say we was at the moon, but I don't believe we went to the moon. So I just think they're on their planet. I don't think they have. I don't think they want to come here, or because they probably came here and seen how we was and like, nah, we out. You know what I'm saying? We out. They probably came here, gave us some tools, and
I think that's the most popular theory out there.
And we out. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to go to your Earth. You know what I'm saying? Our planet is so much better. You can't even see us on our planet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no reason for them to come here. Just like, I think they're just like us. You know what I'm saying? They live in their life. It's like we live in our life.
Yeah, man. I think it's a combination of what y'all both said. I feel like when you get to a certain level of intelligence, you don't want to be bothered with primitive species. Like, it's a reason why we don't try to live amongst monkeys and apes. Because, like, I'm just saying, because
you calling us monkeys
compared to them? Because if aliens exist, I feel like they've been around for even more longer than us, so like maybe thousands of millions of years.
I don't like that. You called me a monkey.
So they're probably so intelligent, they're probably so advanced that to them, we all like monkeys, because they're probably like, yo, they have wars with each other, they kill each other. We still, it's 2025 and we still have arguments about our skin color. Like aliens, like, are probably like, yo, they still kill each other based off of what color their skin is.
That's always been the one argument, though, is like, because we're here, right? It's just like black on black crime, white on white crime, community crimes, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill nobody else until there's somebody else to kill. So it's like, attack Earth?
But that's what I'm saying.
We're gonna reverse engineer that shit, and we're gonna be whooping their ass. I should have never.
And that's why they're afraid, because we're back to them. We're the same, because when you look at animal kingdoms, most animals that are the same don't be fighting with each other most of the time. They just live in peace. They do whatever they do. So they're probably looking at it like, yo, them humans are the same, but because of small differences, they ready to kill each other. What are they gonna do when they see us? And they see how we look compared to them, like they're gonna be ready to start a whole war. I'm gonna close out with this question for y'all, man. We've all seen a lot of movies and TV shows. Just one movie or TV show. What's your favorite depiction of aliens in terms of like not just how they look, but how they interact with humans, and why is that so? Like, why is that your favorite depiction?
Alien, because it's just some out of this world shit, and I'm like, yo, if something was to really come here and try to take over, there's a lot of different movies that are similar, like Invasion. Shout out to Apple TV, that's a great show, third season. But they're basically trying to take over, so it's like I think it would be like our idea of, hey, we got to have this intelligent being that's going to talk to us and have some advanced technology. No, it's probably some weird fucking creature on some big ass fucked up planet that's some outer space shit that you've never seen before. That's,
Yeah, I'm thinking it's I'm torn, so I'm just gonna name both of them, and I'm not gonna make it long. But Independence Day and also Predator. It's like I said, they don't want to come here because they live their own life. You know what I'm saying? So, but like just for this podcast, I'm gonna say Independence Day. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just living their life. They came here. We fought them. We didn't really win, but we destroyed what they wanted to do, and they left. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Independence Day. So and also Predator, because that's one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Cinematic universes. So
I'm gonna give a movie and I'm gonna give a TV show. The TV show is Rick and Morty, because I feel like Rick and Morty kind of describes what you're saying, Rose. There's a lot of aliens if you ever seen the show Rick and Morty, and for the most part, aliens are just living their own life. Like, in fact, they have their own community. They interact with other alien species. They don't even consider themselves aliens. It's almost like you go to China. It's like, I want to go to a Chinese restaurant, and they're like, it's just a restaurant here. They just living their own life, and they're not worried about humans. In fact, they're actually amused by us, and I like that kind of depiction in Rick and Morty, because you have someone like Rick, who's the smartest human on Earth, and then he goes into the galaxy, and the aliens are like, yeah, you're not that smart, like, compared to us. So I think that's very interesting. Shout out to MGH. He loves that show just like I do. But as far as like movies, probably The Faculty. And if you've seen The Faculty, it's a high school horror movie about an alien invasion of a high school that's based off a book called The Body Snatchers, where aliens basically are taking over humans. Like, they're like these slug-like creatures. They get inside human brains and take over their bodies because they need water, and the human body is, I think, 80% water or something like that. That's another aspect that I like of aliens, because they take human form. It's almost like they're shapeshifting. They take human form, but when you see them in their natural form, they look like these hideous, like that. They can look like a small slug, but once they get in water and stuff, they can grow to be these giant, almost whale-like creatures.
That's only kind of sound like Animorphs, bro.
Yeah, remember Animorphs in the 2000s? I think the book basically took from The Faculty too, because Animorphs was like that too. And that's why The Faculty to me is like probably one of my favorite depictions of aliens, because even in the movie, they was not trying to harm humans. They saw how humans basically was harming each other. So yes, they took away our free will, but everybody, like, let's say you and your wife, Rose, always argue and fight. The aliens take both y'all over, guess what y'all do? Y'all just loving each other. Y'all ain't arguing and fighting no more. Like, it made everyone actually better. Like, because of the fact they needed water, guess what? Niggas who was drinking coffee and alcohol, all they drinking this water all day. So the aliens actually improved everyone's life, but it did take away people's free will so that they wasn't themselves no more. So I do feel like that's kind of probably what aliens would do is they probably would just look at us and be like, yo, we need to improve these niggas' lives, man. It's a lot of spooky stuff going on. It's the Halloween season, y'all. Halloween is gonna be next week, man. So check out the Halloween episode we're gonna drop soon. Final thoughts, y'all.
Don't do nothing stupid this upcoming holiday, man. Stay safe.
Yeah, so final thoughts, man. I really ain't got no final thoughts right now, man. I'm just chilling, man, tonight, man. It's been a good night. I'm just chilling. So, Vertiz, what's your final thought?
In 1914, Viola Fetcher was born. She was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She grew up there with her family. By the time she turned 7, she witnessed one of the greatest tragedies in Black American history, the Tulsa Massacre, where a whole town, a whole city was destroyed. A Black sustainable area was destroyed by racist white people. She was the last surviving person from the Tulsa Massacre. She passed away at 110 years old. She got a memoir that she wrote with her grandson called Don't Let Them Bury My Story. A lot of times when we talk about Black history, we forget that we have ancestors that are still alive amongst us. Because when we think of Tulsa, we think about, man, that was so long ago. And I know 110 is a very old and ripe age, but the fact that she wasn't 1 year old when it happened, she was 7. You can still remember stuff at 7 years old. And to probably possibly sit down with her, read her memoir, and hear about the horrific stuff from buildings burning, white people coming into town, raping women, murdering Black men, destroying businesses, and she's 7 years old, like that is some stuff that right there that we cannot imagine, you know, and there was someone who was still living facing that, man. So just remember that Black history is American history, and there's a lot of other people that are ancestors that are still walking around. Please talk to them and ask them how life was when they was growing up, man. The words of Airbnb and Rakim, peace.
Yes, man. Y'all can catch at the next light, man. We in traffic, and I'm back quiet. Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell out now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.